Hey guys, this is Caitlin Foray. This is not a singing video today. This is more of a talking video, and I'm here to talk about a problem that I've witnessed. Okay, let me let you know a little secret. Kids today aren't reading. All they're doing is playing video games. And to be honest, a book can be just like a video game. I know, shocking. But, there are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of types of books. Maybe you're a kid who loves video games. Well, a lot of the video games come from comic books, which technically is a book. Because maybe you like, books with, lots of pictures and not very many words. Maybe you like books with lots of words and little pictures. Maybe you like thin books. Maybe you like really, really thick books. Maybe you're an avid Christian or busy in your church and big in your church, and all you like to do is read Christian and devotional books. Maybe you only read the Bible. That's great. But you got to keep in mind that the Bible is still a book. So you need to read that too. And that's great. If you're big in your church, that's awesome. Buy some devotionals. Do a Bible study. That's fantastic. There's all types of genres. There's fantasy, nonfiction, factual books. Maybe you like reading romance novels. That's great. I'm a big fan of romance too. Maybe you like space age stuff. That's great too. There are all kinds of books. Books can take you on a journey just like a video game. Like, this is one fantasy, romance, sci-fi book. There are genres that combine into other genres. And there's a book to suit everybody. Maybe you like vampires and werewolves. That's awesome. Paranormal, that's great. Go to your local bookstore. There's a whole bunch. Go to the library. Maybe you like the classics. That's great. I happen to love Nancy Drew. My mom read these books when she was a little kid. I love these books, and I'm only 19. And I've been reading these books since I was about 14. Maybe you want a book to read with your boyfriend, husband, partner. I don't judge. That's great. There's lots of love seminar type books like this one my dad got me. Because I am in a relationship and he wants me to learn what a relationship is really like he has with my mom. Maybe you don't like to read that much, or you're always busy and don't have time to go to the bookstore. Do you have a phone? I'm sure all of you have phones. I'm sure all of you have tablets. Download a book. Maybe you really like reading about crazy, amazing, unrealistic stuff like you see on TV. They have books like that. Ripley's Believe It or Not, Guinness Book of World Records. That's got all that stuff. Most of the movies you see today that you fall in love with come from books. And believe it or not, they really do. Maybe you like reading about, dolphins or sharks or deer. That's great. They have nonfiction animal books too. Maybe you like to read about the weather. That's another one you can find at the library. I have a whole book that's filled with pictures and facts about insects and forest creatures. That basically all I'm saying is there are books for everyone. And it hurts me to see nobody reading anymore. And if your kid loves video games, books are just like video games. They take you on journey. They put you in the place of the character. I mean, there are fat books, skinny books, picture books, non-picture books, fiction, non-fiction, devotionals, autobiographies, biographies. There are all kinds of books to suit everyone. Maybe you're really creative. Maybe you could write a book. I'm doing that. But basically, all of you out there watching this on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you may see this, from friends, family, whatever, I challenge you to sit an hour a day and just read. If you have bad eyes, you can get large print books at the bookstore and the library, or order them on your tablet and scroll in. But I challenge you to read an hour a day, every day at least, or 3 times a week. Read on your lunch break. Read at work. Read in the bathroom if you want to. If that's the only privacy you can get. If you have little kids, all for it. And speaking of little kids, if you have little kids, I want you to sit on the corner of their bed and read them a bedtime story. When I was little, that was the best thing. Shoot, I would do that for a job, is sit and read to kids. I love to read. If you don't really like reading but you love books, audiobooks are great too. They have those at your local library, I'm positive. They do at mine. If you're always in the car or always on work trips, books on CD. Those are great too. And for all of you that say the book is better than the movie and you've never even read the book, don't judge a book by its cover. If you see a book you're interested in, but the cover doesn't look interesting, that's dumb. Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't make your mind up too soon. I always read the neat thing about books is all the books, usually most of the books with like the covers that you can pull off, and if you pull the covers off, they might look a little something like this without the book jackets. But with the book jackets, they have the little, or on the back of the book, if they don't have book jackets. They have a little bit of info about the book, and that's what I usually read about before I buy a book. But people are judging books by their covers, and because covers aren't interesting anymore, they aren't reading. And I saw this thing where they put brown covers on all the books and just put a little bit about the book on the cover and the back. I like that idea. But I'm not going to keep you. I'm blathering, and I'm sorry. I have a bad habit of doing that. But, sorry, I'm just getting a drink. But to end my rant, I challenge you to read an hour a day to yourself and read a bedtime story to your kids if you have little kids. And when you're done with a book, don't go sell it or throw it away. Donate it to your local library. Pass it on to friends, family members. Send books through the mail. Set up a little book drive at your local school or job or whatever. Get people into reading. Reading takes you on amazing journeys. And it can be downright fun. So I challenge you to read for a better life. I know my life is great because I read books. So Facebook or YouTube, if you already do read an hour, that's great. I want to know. Comment below in the comments how long a day you read, your favorite genre, any book recommendations you have for me. I'd love to hear it. If you have any questions for me, put the questions in the comments and I'll answer them in my next Q&A video, which I don't know when that'll be because I'm really, really, really busy lately. So, yeah, let me know your favorite genre, how many hours a day do you read, what's your kid's favorite story, what's your kid's favorite book. I love to hear all your fantastic tales about reading. Well, I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Love you all.